Here we go again. What's good, guys? Ash Bash back again with another sneaker video, and this is my top 23 of 2023. Let's get it. So I haven't posted many videos this year, but I have been copying like a madman as usual. Just I can't help myself, and I have managed to do 23 pairs. Well, more than 23 pairs, but I've got 23 pairs to mention. There is one pair that is literally somewhere in this room and I just cannot find it for the life of me, so I'll have to throw up a picture when I get to that pair. I don't know where it is, but we'll talk about it close to the time. Anywho, number 23, Saucony Shadow 6000, and this is the mushroom pair. Pretty dope release. GR actually got this as a gift, so shout out Saucony, shout out to the people that sent it to me. Number 22, getting into my New Balance bag, we have the 1906 protection pack in the Casterly Rock colorway. Very fire shoe. Pretty happy to have it. Not a pair that I've ended up wearing as much, just because I've had other... Is the issue when you buy a grey New Balance, you've got so many of them, they just didn't find themselves on my feet that much, but it is a dope pair and I am glad to have it still. Number 21 is, boom, New Balance 990 V6 in a magenta pop colorway. The V6 has been a super fire shoe this year. I was excited about them coming out. They lived up to the hype. Dope colorways, as you'll see in my list going on. This was a pair that, in hindsight, I don't think I really needed it, but it was early on in the hype and I just bought into it. Magenta pop, they're on sale now, so pick up a pair, mad comfy. Number 20, New Balance 2002R protection pack in the Lunar something pair. This was a shoe that I really wanted, the grey rain cloud protection pack pair, super bad. The price actually come down now, but because I've got these and they're not exactly the same, but it's close enough to scratch that itch. If it was the grey clouds or whatever they're called grey clouds, rain clouds, I would have definitely had these higher up, although they didn't come out this year. But it's a super nice shoe still. Got this slightly tint of purple and sort of magenta on it. It's a cool shoe, but not enough to be super high on the list. Next up, shout out to Saucony again. Actually had a sick year. This pair was called the Raccoon, I believe. Randomly saw these pop up on the Instagram account for either Saucony sneaks or actual Saucony. Thought I missed out on them. They literally came out the next day. Copped these, got a little discount on them. It's got the little raccoon on the tongue. Very slick pair. I only wish the midsole was off-white. It would go better with the hair and stuff on the shoe, but beggars can't be choosers. Dope pair still. Next up at number 18, maybe a little low for some people, but it's a remake. Not really a remake, it's kind of OG of a remake, but whatever. It is the Air Max 186 Big Bubble OG Red. My OG Reds from 2017 or 18, whatever, beaten up big time, so it was nice to get a little re-up on a fresh pair. The Big Bubble still kind of throws me, but I've gotten used to it now. Slick shoe still. At number 17, I can't remember if this was the first or second pair of Solomon. Must have been the second pair. Yeah, because I got the XT6 last year. So, anywho, it is the ACS Pro. I think it's this white, black, and red colorway. To be fair, I don't even know if these released this year, but I did cop them this year. Shout out to my boy Dean Steele. He kind of put me on to the ACS Pro. He bought a pair when he went to LA and he was rocking them heavy. And I checked out this colorway and it was just super fire, so I picked this one up. Now for number 16, the missing shoe. It is actually another pair of ACS Pros, but I bought them off eBay and there was a pair that came in no box, so I must have chucked them into another box somewhere, and I literally do not know where that is. I thought I had an idea where it was, but it wasn't in that box, so I got to find it. But it is the ACS Pro times DSM Dover Street Market in the sort of beige colorway. There was a black pair, a beige colorway. That one was very fire, so you see it in the picture here, but I don't know where it is, honestly. Number 15 on the list, boom, New Balance 1906 again, collaboration with Ganni. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Ganni. It's a pretty, for collab wise, got a little bit of branding, like it says Ganni there on the tongue, but I just love the yellow pop and the white and black pattern. It's just a very slick shoe, and the 1906 is just a super comfortable shoe in general. Although, for some odd reason, this is my, just checking it's the right size, this is my 4th or 5th pair of 1906, and this is the least comfortable pair. Not too sure what it is exactly, but I might have to chuck in a shoe tree and get them a bit wider. But love this colorway still. The all yellow pair as well, I would have taken that if I could get it. That crazy pops, but again, don't know what I'd be wearing it with, but still, slick shoe. In at number 14, and realistically they could have been a bit higher, but I literally got them in like a couple days ago, and it is, boom, the Saucony Shadow 2 times the Boy J Tips. And this is in the blue colorway. Very nice shoe. Very much reminds me of the Salehi Bembry 2002 R Waterbeater guides. Similar-ish with that sort of turquoisey thing going on in the mesh and whatnot. Even the pink, I think that, is that pair pink in it? I think so. So it's got the same sort of vibes as that, but this is a way better shoe in my opinion. Not too super hairy of a suede. I love the back of it. J Tips had a hell of a year. Shout out to the boy. Number 13, boom, Asics Gel Light 3 times Kith, super orange color. Very fire shoe, super duper premium materials. Came out quite early in the year if I remember, so kind of forgotten by a lot of people, although the Asics heads will still remember. I know this year was sort of dominated by like the sort of mesh runners, the Gel Kahanos and the GTs and whatnot, but I'm still an Asics Gel Light 3, Gel Light 5 guy at heart. Had to get these, very happy with them. At number 12, this is a pair that I wasn't going to go for it, but FOMO got me in the last minute and I went for it. Pretty happy I did go for it because they are pretty fire, but they're a bit weird. Boom. The Jordan 1 Union, the wovens, dope story behind these. The colorway itself is very dope. Union still to me, the black toes, one of the dopest shoes, period. So I'm happy that they came back with a bit of fire because people have been a little lackluster about what they've been doing lately with their collaborations, and this was, I wouldn't say they hit it out of the park. It's very different. I can see why a lot of people don't like it because this woven pattern is a bit nuts, but I'm a fan in the end, so had to make the list. Now at number 11, just missing out on the top 10, we have, boom, New Balance 990 V4. Yes, just making sure. These shoes, I'm not going to be honest, a lot of the V3s, the V4s, they're very similar. So yeah, this is the V4 in the forest green colorway. Got this on the super duper discount. Could have even got it for lower if I waited a bit longer, but very happy to get it. Very rare these days to get a leather New Balance pair as well. So that's very nice to add to the mix. White and green, can't really go wrong. Teddy Santist, cooking as usual. So yeah, just missing out on the top 10 though. Now my number 10, I guess technically looks wise it's not, I like how it looks, but I wouldn't say it's like the most stunning best shoe ever or whatever, but it does make my top 10 because it was one of my most worn pairs, and it is, boom, the Grade A New Balance 990 V6. Had a drama getting these. Originally bought them from BSTN, which I assumed will ship it from the UK because they've got a UK store, but they was charging me some crazy money for customs, which I had to refuse. I'm not paying like over retail for a pair that went on sale eventually, but very happy to have these. If you haven't got a pair of V6, this is the one for sure that I would recommend getting. Super slick colorway. It's just very nice. Talking about shoes that just came in, we have, boom, the New Balance 990 V4 Intro, collaboration with my boy Joe Fresh Goods. Every year Joe Fresh Goods absolutely kills it. Normally has a couple pairs that I don't particularly mess with, but they're not that they're whack, they're just not really my style. These are very much my style. The black pair as well I would have copped if I could. If that retail comes down low enough in the 250 range, I will be entering the market, but for now these will do me nicely. Very nice pair. In at number 9. Now in at number 8, super classic shoe, technically one of the best shoes of all time, but because it's a remake retro-ish thing, I don't want to rate it too highly. But at number 8, the Reimagined White Cement 3s. I've never had a White Cement 3 in my life, so it's very nice to get one. I heard about a lot of bad pairs with the elephant print looking a bit disgusting. Mine's okay, so pretty happy. It's a fire shoe. Honestly, hasn't been even worn yet because 3s in general don't get much wear these days. As you can see from my list, I'm like comfort over everything, but I'm still a massive Jordan head and I have to have the classics when they come out, so it's on the list still. In at number 7, ALD Teddy Santis New Balance. We did it again. New model for me, the 860 V2 ALD. This was the best color that came in a 3-pack. It was a blue and a red also, but this was my favorite one of the 3 for sure. Very fire pair, got a lot of wear from me this year. It's got the same sole as the 2002 ARC, so you know comfort is top tier. So yeah, very lovely shoe, just missing out in the top 5. Got a lot of wear from me this year. Absolute fire. At number 6, just missing out on the top 5. A little bit controversial, don't kill me, but it is. Boom, the Jordan 4 Pine Green. Very dope pair. The fact that they retooled it and made it comfortable for once. Just make all Jordan 4s like this. Just do it. Like simply just do it. Very cool pair. The colorway itself is as beautiful as it is. And the fact that it's an SB just gives that extra little touch to it. I still think the SB looks a bit weird at the back, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you. Something's just a little off about it, maybe because I'm not used to it. But it's a fire pair, fire colorway. Hopefully they rumour of the military blues being SB. Hopefully that's the thing, because I'd like a re-up of that being comfortable. But yeah, just missing out on the top 5. Don't kill me. Sis Jordan's not, as you can see, high up on my priority list these days, but still got to give it its respect. At number 5, just cracking the number 5 spot, is a lot of people's favourite brand this year with New Balance. It is the Carhartt New Balance 990 V6. Super dope colorway. They pretty much nailed it. Like the colour is perfect for what you would expect a Carhartt New Balance to be. Literally didn't get it wrong at all. This pair is one of the most comfortable shoes you can absolutely get. I don't think resale was actually too high on these as well, so if you actually do want a V6 and you want a little bit of an elevated pair, check these out. I think you can get them for maybe 50-60 pounds over retail, so it's the one, bro. Now at number 4, I was toying between this being number 3 or number 4, but again, because I only just got it, haven't even like rocked it yet because it came very recently. It's gonna crack the top 5, but maybe not the top 3 for now. Might regret it in a year's time. But it is that boy J Tips again with the Saucony Grid Shadow 2. I'm calling this the brown colorway. I do not know the exact colorway name for this shoe, but it is super duper fire. I can't get over that sort of like flower at the back Murakami vibes. It's a fire shoe. J Tips has been on fire. The Grid Azura, was that this year? I think it was, you know. Yeah, it definitely was. I saw it on some people's lists. That was a fire shoe. A little bit too mad for me. Like, these are mad, but that one was a little bit too mad for me, so I didn't try and get it. And I think the price of it is crazy now, which is cool to see, because I'm as a lot of people that follow me know me for like Saucony pairs, so it's good to see Saucony is back. Although it's crazy that like getting these was way harder than it should have been, but I'm glad I got them both for retail in the end. Cracking the number 3 spot, a bit of a sleeper. I don't think I know anyone personally that actually got these or really spoke about them, but it is a UK store. They are UK, yeah, it's a UK store. Size times New Balance in the New Balance 990 V3. I can't remember the name of them. It was cream something. But yeah, this colorway is absolutely beautiful. There was a time, I'm trying to think what model it was. It could have been the V3. But there was like, it was when the Ronnie Feig did a bunch of pairs. Did a V4, V3 or whatever. And there was like a kids pair that was in a similar colorway to this. And I was hoping to do an adult one, which they didn't do. And so it's nice to actually get Size's take on it. No size branding from what I remember. Yeah, it's just literally like a colorway exclusive. But beautiful pair, beautiful shoe. Now number 2 and number 1, I've got 2 shoes in my hand right now. Not sure which one to go with. No, I'm going to be true to myself. I'm going to be true to myself. Alright, so number 2, it is New Balance again. And a 90 V6 again. The La Paz Lazuli. What's my dude's name again? How have I forgotten it already? What's wrong with me? Action Bronson. That's the boy. So he released the first pair, which was like the lime green, brown pair. Crazy. In hindsight, I really wish I'd gone for it hard, even though I probably wouldn't have worn it. It's just nice to have, and people that do rock it, they kind of look dope on feet, but I don't know how I would rock it. But this pair, it was the more easily to wear pair, and still a bit crazy. Like the colorway is a bit mental, but it made more sense and super dope on feet. Again, 990 V6, the most comfortable shoe there is right now. So very happy to have these. Baklava on the tongue and whatnot. Yes, a fire shoe. In at number 2. Very close to being my number 1, but it's gonna sit at number 2. I'm gonna stick with it. So number 1 is a GR. It's New Balance, of course, and it feels so basic to say, but I don't care. New Balance 990 V6 in the beige colorway. This pair is freaking beautiful. I think I undiesed this when I went to Malta early this year, and in that sun, the comfort, it was unbelievable. It's such a dope shoe. The annoying thing about a lot of these GRs is they're so dope, but it's because it's a GR, they end up sitting, they go on sale and whatnot. But if you just chucked Jound right there, or double taps right there, anything, this is like an £800 shoe for sure, because the colorway is ridiculously lovely and the comfort is 11 out of 10. So yeah, that is my top 23 of 2023. I hope to make more videos this year. As you know, I had a kid, he's turned 3 now, so he's like in nursery full time, so I actually do have a little bit more free time, so I should hopefully be able to get upstairs and record some videos, do some TikToks and all that fun stuff. So definitely hit the subscribe button if you haven't done it, and to everyone that has still subscribed to me, shout out to you. Check me out on Instagram, @ashbashsneakers. I think my TikTok is @ashbashsneakers, although I've only just started posting there a bit. And yeah, I'm out. Have a good 2024. Later, y'all.